I love training all day long. I love the satisfaction after winning. I can outwork anybody, and I've always really been prideful about that. As like, I'm the hardest worker in the gym, always.
Rear naked jumps locked in, 10! And 5 points for Primus!
Fighting for $1 million and having so much pressure on each fight. I'm used to fighting some of the best guys in the world. I'm feeling really confident. I'm gonna go out there and finish this guy for sure and get those points and make a stamp and go into the playoffs. I'm ready, man, let's go. I feel like every single time you step in that cage, it's different, you know? You never know what's gonna happen, and it's a never-ending learning experience, you know, with martial arts, and that's why I love it. It takes guts and hard work, and I feel like it's just something that's out of the box. It's not your usual job, your 9 to 5 or whatever. I had a crazy upbringing, you know, I got kicked out of my house when I was like 13. Had my own house when I was like 14, 15. I got into selling marijuana. I was told by like a father figure that I'm like a loser. You're gonna grow up to be working at McDonald's your whole life. Got kicked out of my house. I had to grow up really fast. I was doing like 2,200 sit-ups, I was doing 1,000 push-ups, you know, 500 pull-ups, and I was doing that like crying, just thinking, you know, I'm not gonna be a loser and I'm gonna prove him wrong. I was living this crazy life. I was getting in fist fights every single weekend. And then one of my buddies was like, man, you're getting all this trouble. If you're fighting every weekend, you might as well make some money. He signed me up for a cage fight. I remember like I was like 2 weeks out from that fight. I walked into a jiu-jitsu gym and I thought I was gonna go in there and just smoke everybody. I started grappling these guys that were smaller than me, and they were submitting me, tapping me out, and I knew that I was stronger and I was more athletic. I just realized that there's technique in it. I fell in love with that. I fell in love with the whole martial arts aspect of bowing and respect and honor. Literally, after my first time jiu-jitsu, I was hooked. I wouldn't change anything for anything because I know the person that I am right now is because of all that happened to me. I think it gave me this work ethic. I can outwork anybody, and I've always really been prideful about that. As like, I'm the hardest worker in the gym, always. The concept of 2 guys going into a cage, locking it, and fighting it off until one guy wins or taps out or gets knocked out, I think that it's exciting. Exciting for me every time I get in there, and still to this day, like I still am trying to hold those nerves. I feel like I'm getting more comfortable in every single fight. Training, going, fighting, and winning, and then going right back to the gym. I love this whole thing. I feel blessed to be doing MMA and fighting for a living. I have an amazing family. I am so blessed. I have a beautiful, amazing wife. I have 3 kids. I have a 2, 4, and a 6-year-old. We just adopted a little girl. Being a father is by far the best thing that's ever happened to me, for sure. I feel like everything I do right now is for my kids, and it's all about sacrifices and hard work.
Why don't you go have a seat, because I've almost got your pancakes done, okay?
Yeah, back in the day when I was dieting, if I had anybody come to my house with any carbs, I'd kick them out of my house. I wouldn't let them eat carbs in my house, or I'd go out to dinner, and if any of my buddies ordered like pizza or burgers, I'd make them go sit away from me. And now I got kids, so it's different. I had to change. My mom raised me and my brother when we were really young, and my dad was in prison my whole life. And I used to visit him and talk to him through, you know, that phone and that glass. Growing up without a dad and going to practice and games and looking the sidelines and not having a dad and seeing all my friends have dads, I feel like that makes me a way better dad.
He's very hands-on. Like, he'll come home and help with, you know, dinner, that routine, and then he'll go and train after, you know, when the kids are asleep.
Saturdays I spar really hard in Portland, and I sometimes drive my family up there, and we get like a cool little hotel, and it's kind of like a little retreat at the end of the week. I have a dream and a goal at the end of the road, and building on that road, and it's going to happen for sure. My kids see the hard work that I put in. I train 3-4 times a day. I think that's such a good thing for them. They see how hard it is to drill and train and practice and to lose and to win, and those emotions, and it just gives this like humbleness to you that you can't get doing anything else besides martial arts.
Your turn.
Being the former Bellator champion, I feel like it does put a little thing on my head. People want to get me, a little bit more, and they want to try to finish me. I know that I'm tied with 2 other guys for first place with 5 points, and I'm not just gonna go out there and try to survive this fight and go to decision. I'm gonna try to finish it in the first round, like I always do. My opponent has 0 points, so he needs to finish me in the first or second round to advance in the playoffs, and that's what makes it so exciting. He's got to be smart and really think about what he's doing when he comes at me, because I'm not no easy little fight here.
Take this round to the ground immediately, right? And get that submission right away.
Okay.
Everything on those points, okay?
Hey, you're doing really good on those feints too, man. Capitalize on it. Get in, use it to take him down, okay?
Yeah, Brent has a unique mindset when he comes to our camp. He likes to train hard, he doesn't feel, confident if he doesn't, like do like hard training. He comes to Jiu-Jitsu, wrestling, MMA, and his strength conditioning. It's gonna be like a 100% Brent.
Nice, just like that.
I'm gonna go get those points and go into the playoffs and fight as if my life is on the line. Especially with $1 million for me and my family, I'm gonna win, for sure.